Oh, we're going to go nuts tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Guess what? As soon as he's done with the music, there we go.
We are taking care of business tonight.
Yeah, we're going to try. So, figured out what I was doing wrong with our live streams on YouTube. So, yay. Hello, everybody on YouTube.
Hello, everyone.
I can't wait to start doing these more regularly now that I figured out what it was. And it was a user error. It was 110% my fault. So, but we're there. I
can't imagine you having a user error.
Oh, I most definitely had a user error with that one. So, thank you, everybody, as you guys are coming in for joining us this evening. We've got a whole lot to talk about. We're super excited. If you see our eyes flitting back and forth, the Facebook live stream is just above our laptop on my phone. So we're going to be kind of doing this back and forth, and I apologize. Hopefully it won't be too distracting. We're still trying to figure this whole setup out and see if it's going to work for us or not. So
it's doing something. So hi, Amy. Hi. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Or, I guess thanks for joining us. I can't see you.
Yeah. So if our comments are a little bit more delayed than usual, it is because we are looking at our comments from Scott's phone because we cannot see the comments from my phone right now because it's blocked by the laptop.
Yep.
So again, it's a work in progress. We're figuring it out.
Yep.
So thank you for being patient.
So, well, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. It's Monday night. It's 8:00. It's time for us to talk some travel and stuff. And so get your favorite Coca-Cola product and let's sit down and let's have some fun.
Most definitely.
So a little bit of update on some things that's going around home here. Not much. Just working a lot. Enjoying.
We finally got to see my parents for Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt really bad. In March, and we finally got to see my parents for Christmas.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Yep.
So gotta love weather in January and February. It seemed like every weekend we tried to go down, there was a snowstorm or an ice storm, and they live in the middle of nowhere, so we don't go visit them when there's a snowstorm or an ice storm.
No.
Amy has a cherry Coke. Yes. Thank you, Amy. That's awesome.
Awesome.
So
Justin joined us. Mom and Dad's got us on YouTube.
Oh, yay. Cool.
So awesome. That means it's working. So that's great.
Yes.
So
just don't forget to hit the mute button on one of them so that you're not getting a double feedback like last time.
Why not? Just mess with them a little bit.
Oh, they're crazy enough. They don't need that too.
So anyway, home life around here is going good. Nick's being Nick. JT's doing really good in college. Noah is getting closer and closer to graduation.
Yeah, I think it really hit him in this past week or so that he's going to be graduating soon.
Yeah, it's getting really close. So sad, it's a tear moment, but
babies are growing up.
Yeah. Anyway, Megan and I are booking travel. You've been very busy with it. I've been very busy out talking with people, trying to get new clients and stuff.
Somebody's going to Disney in December. I'm so excited for them. I'm going to shamelessly stalk their Facebooks like I did to my dear friend Missy this past week, and she was at Universal Mardi Gras. So be prepared. If you do book a trip with me, I will shamelessly stalk your Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media that you have, and I will comment on everything because I want to make sure you guys are having an amazing time.
Yeah.
So, and the new cut grandbaby. Oh, fur baby. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We have a new fur baby, grand fur baby, I should say, down in North Carolina. And of course, not even a week later, and he's at the vet because of boo-boos. So fortunately, he's doing a lot better.
Yeah.
He's just a cone head a few months earlier than what we were expecting.
I think we need to get the cone for Christopher and put it on him.
Oh, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So, But anyway, well, let's get into this. I know you've got a lot to talk about. I haven't been here all day.
I actually wrote notes, so that's exciting.
Awesome.
The bad news is the notes aren't in any kind of order, so just bear with me on that one. So I want to talk about Universal Orlando first. As I've already alluded, my dear friend Missy and her husband, they were at Universal Orlando Resort over the past week and got to experience Mardi Gras for this year. And oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing.
Yes, some of the photos and stuff that she posted, it was just phenomenal. It's like making me so jealous. I want to get down there.
I know. Now, if you do want to go down, you have until April 24th. And you don't have to go for a whole week, obviously. If you want to go for a 2-night or a 3-night stay, we will see what hotels are available on site, and we'll get you in there.
Yep.
I've seen pretty decent availability for Aventura, Cabana Bay. Some of their more standard rooms are still available through the rest of Mardi Gras. So those are definitely some options. And then Dockside has had a lot of options as well. If you're wanting to stay at an express at a hotel that offers the express passes, that gets a little bit trickier. Last minute bookings and stuff for those tend to be pretty expensive, but we can always see what's available and try to get you in there if that's something that you feel like you have to have.
Right.
So definitely get a hold of us if that's something, and to whet your appetite and make you go, okay, yes, I have to go. I have some personal recommendations for food options while you're there. So the first one I wanted to talk about is they have a mac and cheese with a Nashville hot sauce.
Oh,
and
I've
it is
seen
like a
photos of
white
this.
cheddar mac and cheese, okay? And then the Nashville hot sauce. And the direct quote, and PG-13 here, holy shit, that's spicy. So definitely, if you like spice, that's a really good one. If you're a little spice averse, then skip out on the hot sauce, or make sure you got a beer to wash it down with.
Yep.
So really thought that was a cool one. Also, there was a lot of vegetarian options this year, which I thought was really awesome. Vegetarian and vegan, as well as pescatarian. So there's all kinds of things across the board. No matter what your dietary needs are, they're also very clearly marked gluten-free options as well. One thing that Missy absolutely loved was the vegetable Vindaloo, which is over at the India Mardi Gras booth, and that one is, as I read this off, Romanesco cauliflower florets and sweet potatoes braised in a hot and sour broth with basmati rice, and that is $9.99. And portions there are really decent sized. They could be meals upon themselves. So if anybody's familiar with more like Disney's kind of food options and stuff during their festivals, expect to have larger portions. So don't be thinking you're going to get this teeny tiny thing and you're going to have to buy 3 or 4 of them to get full. So hi from the UK.
Hey.
Hi, Southern Girl. Thank you for joining us. And Walter and Jenny Deo, this is on our YouTube channel. So this is super exciting because we didn't have chats last time. We were still figuring things out.
Yeah.
So Walter and Jenny, just found you guys a couple days ago. Awesome videos. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. How am I going to keep track of all this? Thank you so much for commenting, by the way. Hopefully we'll be able to keep track of everything. Amy, start yelling at us if we're not where we need to be. So
I'm not agreeing with her. I'm just trying to read everything.
So other things that were really good, again, at the India booth, the chana masala, if I'm saying that correctly, that is a spiced chickpea curry with tomato and onion salad, basmati rice, and naan bread. And I'd probably get that just for the naan bread because I really like naan bread.
How much more of this? Because you're making me hungry. We just had dinner and I'm getting hungry again. Hey, by the way, real quick, hey, Tim, thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, thank you. What was it? Oh, you were doing that. Never mind.
Yeah. Come on.
The other thing that they had over at the India booth, because apparently that is the smash hit for this particular festival, is the India booth. That is going to be the vegan golden chai chocolate blondie, which is basically a brownie that is vegan. It has chai spiced vegan dessert bar, and then it has dark and white vegan chocolate. drizzled over the top of it. And that one, they got a couple of times, from my understanding. So that's
Awesome.
amazing. Something that was that good, they had to go back and get it again, even though there are so many food options available. The other thing that I was told you absolutely have to get if you go, when you go to the tribute store, skip out on the king cake. They're very dry and they're huge and you're never going to eat all of it. And go straight for the marshmallow pie.
Ooh.
So they do fresh made marshmallow and then graham cracker cookies, chocolate, and Mardi Gras sprinkles. They had me at Mardi Gras sprinkles.
Yeah. I feel like I gained like 5 pounds listening to you there.
Other things, fan favorite from last year that we will definitely eat if we get to a chance to go down there is the chicken and andouille sausage jambalaya. That is over in the New York section, right in front of Jimmy Fallon's.
That's so good. I base my jambalaya here off of what I've had down there. And
we actually tweaked ours a little bit because we like that one so well.
It's amazing.
Now, something else I'm still going to try is the Creole crab beignets because I just think that sounds amazing. Missy did say that they were kind of like they weren't her favorite, but I still want to try them just because I'm obsessed with beignets and I'm obsessed. Like they kind of remind me of like a crab wonton or something. So I want to try it.
Yeah, they look really good. So I would love to have a couple of them right here right now.
Awesome. So, and then the other thing, if you have the opportunity and you're a little adventurous, go ahead and get the bubble waffles, which are on the bridge between London and the Men in Black World Showcase that's in the back. They look funky. The one of them is a purple sweet potato ice cream and a matcha green tea bubble waffle. And then they topped it with marshmallows, toasted coconut, strawberry pocky sticks, and popping candies.
Cool.
So, like, I kind of want to try it just because of all the toppings.
Yeah.
But, like, who's ever heard of purple sweet potato ice cream?
I never.
Apparently, it's amazing, but I want to try it.
Yeah, me too. Got my taste buds tempted right there. So
now that I've gotten you guys nice and hungry, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is some other news with Universal. Unfortunately, the annual passes for Universal has officially gone up. Disney announced a couple of weeks ago that they had raised their ticket prices. And so, not me, Southern girl, that's funny. Since Disney has increased their prices on their tickets, because if you remember, they don't have their annual passes for sale. They've only got a limited number of them for sale right now. Universal has increased their annual prices, and it's about $50 across the board is the average between from last year to this year. So that's something to keep in mind if you are planning on going. Expect to pay a little bit more if you decide to upgrade to an annual pass or if you decide to purchase an annual pass outright. The other thing that is really exciting is Universal packages for 2023. I can officially book them. I'm super excited.
Awesome.
They released those for us over the weekend. I've had some people that have been interested in doing Mardi Gras for the following year. And so now I can start getting you guys some estimates on tickets and hotel packages. They are not live on the consumer site yet. I think it's supposed to be end of next week when they finally get that done. But if you guys are interested, it doesn't cost you anything to get a quote from me and for me to service everything for you. So you might as well use my useless knowledge or very useful knowledge, depending on how you look at it. It depends on the day. Depends on the day. So definitely reach out to me and we can get started on those 2023 packages for Universal Orlando Resort. Super excited. Oh, Chris is watching.
Hey, son, how are you?
What was the other thing? I think that was everything I wanted to talk about for Universal. Now, Disney does have a couple of things going on. The first thing, which I wanted to talk about across the pond, Disneyland Paris, they celebrated 30 years yesterday. And obviously in true Disney fashion, they're going to be celebrating it for much more than just the next week or so. It will probably be a 6-month to a year celebration of 30 years of Disneyland Paris. So super excited. Dealing with giving MAV meds, it's annoying. I totally understand that. So
hey, Jeremy and Stacy Clark, thanks for joining us on Facebook. There's Janice I can't read.
Janice Keener, thank
Keener.
you.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't read it. It's a little bit further away from my eyeballs to focus. So thanks for joining us on Facebook, guys.
Yes, thank you so much. So not only does Disneyland Paris started, but also the EPCOT food Flower and Garden Festival. You can tell how badly I want to go to Food and Wine, because at every festival I try to call it Food and Wine, and it's not. So the Flower and Garden Festival is officially going. It started on March 2nd, which shout out to Jackie from Super Enthused. That was her birthday.
Yep.
So what a birthday present to get to go to Epcot for the opening day of Flower and Garden Festival. Very cool. So if you haven't checked that video out, definitely go do that. So the Flower and Garden Festival is the longest running one currently, and that is going to go through until July 4th. So I have clients that will be enjoying that in the middle of June, and I'm super excited for them because I think they're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And there's tons of food options available as well. So ready to get hungry again?
Oh, you're killing me.
Can't you tell that we're the foodie people?
Hey, Christopher's tried the Starlight Coke today. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
What'd you think, bud? Text me back and let me know.
So, so the one thing that I saw that everybody's been going nuts over, and I had not heard of it before, but it's been a couple of years since we've gone to the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah.
Is Frushi. Frushi is at the Japan Pavilion. It is fruit, strawberry, pineapple, and cantaloupe wrapped in sweet rice and pink soy wrap with whipped cream, berry sauce, and toasted coconut.
Oh, so it's food. I thought you sneezed. Frushi.
I think that I could finally get him to eat sushi with Frushi.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
The boys and I, teenagers and I, absolutely love sushi, and he can't. No, he won't even try it. So,
don't lie to him. I've tried it. It's just the whole thought of eating something that's not cooked just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know.
I mean, it's delicious.
I'll eat shrimp, like, it's been cooked and it's cold, but that's Enough about me. Get back to what you're doing.
Okay. The other thing that I'm really excited about is there is an Impossible booth that is in the World Showcase, before you officially get into the World Showcase.
Yep.
And that one is doing an Impossible short rib with a cilantro lime rice, danmuji slaw, and kimchi mayonnaise. And I don't mind just too much wine and cotton candy. So sorry. Woo, up and down. So I think that this is a really great option. I'm curious though, for people that are practicing vegans or vegetarians, what they think of this one, because everybody says that if they weren't told that it wasn't real short rib, they would never have realized it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they did a really good job on that. But I also know that a lot of people that haven't eaten meat for a long time, they don't necessarily want something that tastes like it. So I'm curious if you guys get to go and you try that, let me know what you think of it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to find out, because they've been doing more and more of those particular booths and stuff at EPCOT for all of their festivals. And I think that's amazing that they're doing that. And I can't wait to get to one of them ourselves and try a couple of things.
Sounds like a plan. When are we leaving?
Disney, not for a few more months.
Okay.
So,
all right.
The other thing that they're bringing back, a lot of people were really upset that Disney didn't have a arepas at the last festival. So they've rectified that. They now have arepas at La Isla Fresca, and they've got 3 different types. They have the melted queso fresco, which is basically just a cheese arepa. And then they have a shrimp and crushed avocado, ají, and tomato sauce. And then they have an arepa with chorizo on top. And we got to have arepas at Universal last year for the International Mardi Gras Festival.
Okay. I thought we had.
It's like a corn tortilla. The reason why people were upset was because there's a bigger presence of Encanto at the Disney parks, and there was a display and such of with Encanto characters, and they didn't have anything food wise. A rapist is what the mom uses in order to heal everybody. So,
okay, yeah, all right, I remember that in the movie. Yeah, we just watched that the other night. Good movie. If you guys haven't seen that yet.
If you haven't seen it, it's actually really good. Yeah. They did a good job on that.
It's one of those types of movies that you watch it once and you want to watch it over and over again just because of the music inside of it. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's great. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
No, it's fine. I appreciate it when you talk. So that one I think I'm really interested in. Now, I have heard from everybody that they aren't nearly as good as the rapists that are over at that were at Mardi Gras. I thought that they had a rapist stand for this year at Mardi Gras Universal, but I was looking through the menus and I couldn't find it. So I could be wrong on that.
I don't think they do.
But they were really good last year.
I don't recall reading that. So
yeah, maybe I'm just like positive thinking trying to get it in there. So
yeah, we're going on vacation.
And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about, I haven't seen really anybody talk about it too much, but the lavender martini. Since eating at Mythos and trying a couple of their, they have a really good lavender mousse dessert there.
Yes, that was awesome.
I have decided or come to find that I actually really like lavender like things to eat, and so I really want to try this lavender martini. And it has vodka, lavender, and lemon, and it is at the refreshment port, and it's $11. So that's actually not terrible for a alcoholic beverage at Epcot.
Really.
So
it's not bad at all.
So those are a few things that I think are really going to be good options for people as they are going to the Flower and Garden Festival. And I'm sure as the months wear on, there will be other things that will really pop out and people will be like, oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yep.
So definitely keep that in mind. And with all that being said, there is one other thing I want to talk about. The Halcyon is getting rave reviews.
Yeah.
So
big time.
A lot of people were very upset a few months ago, and there was a lot of people that canceled bookings and that things were on shaky ground. But I think all of that is not going to be an issue. I think people are super excited about it. I haven't heard anybody that has had major complaints on it. And so I'm really looking forward as more and more of the other YouTubers that I follow get to go and do this and such. We've already started doing a separate fund, saving up a little bit so that we can maybe do it in the next year or so ourselves. We're excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So definitely keep watching the footage and stuff for that. And I can't wait for us to do that eventually as well.
Yep. I'm with you on that.
And then the last thing I wanted to talk about before we get into the meat and potatoes of our conversation this evening, we are officially at 133 subscribers on our YouTube channel. And I am so grateful and so thankful. And just anybody that's there that has already subscribed to us, just thank you so, so much. I'm very appreciative.
Yeah.
So.
And if you guys haven't done so already, those of you guys that are watching us on Facebook, you should go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel and watch our funny shenanigans on our videos. So also tell all your friends and family members about us and stuff, and just kind of get the word about Plum Crazy Adventures out there. Do keep in mind that we do book vacations and stuff. We're not just about making the videos of the resorts and different things that we go and do. We do help you with the booking of vacations pretty much anywhere on God's green earth. As long as it's on Earth, we can get you there. We're waiting
within reason.
Yes. We're waiting for Elon Musk to get done with his SpaceX stuff, so that way maybe we can start traveling into space with you guys. But that might be a few years down the road. But when that happens, we'll be ready to book it.
I don't think I can do that.
I'm going.
Thank you, Southern Girl. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
So. With all that being said, it is now officially time to talk about Aruba. Now,
hey, Debbie Lampfield, how you doing, hon? Good to see you.
Oh, Debbie's in here. Hi.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
So, Aruba, I have had so many people reach out to me about Aruba. I absolutely love the island. I am a certified travel specialist through Aruba's training program for the travel and tourism.
Yep.
And there's so much to do in such a small space. I mean, it's only 70 square miles. It's not very big, but there are a ton of reasons why you want to go there. And it's very easy to get to. Like, for instance, we're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It normally takes like 6.5 hours to 8 hours to get there because we do not have direct flights at this time. Obviously, as things open up more and more, that may change with like charter flights and such, but I don't have anything at the moment. So it is a little bit longer of a travel day to get there. But there's several reasons why you might want to go. If you're going during hurricane season, or if that's going to be your only time to vacation, say you're going in August, that's your vacation time, you don't have to worry about it. It's below the hurricane belt.
Yeah.
So also, you're almost guaranteed good weather the entire time you're there. I mean, me included. How many times do you plan a trip to Florida and you're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be great. And then you get rained on 4 out of your 6 days that you're there.
Yep.
And you're just like, oh, you're not going to have that in Aruba.
Literally.
Oh, it's really bad.
Frizzy.
So there's no amount of product in the world that'll keep this stuff down.
No, it is not.
So when you don't see me in front of the camera on rainy days, that's why.
That's why, yeah. That's why
or if you see that I bought a bucket hat.
Yeah.
So when you go to Aruba, you don't have to worry about that.
No.
So it is almost a constant 82 degrees the entire time that you are there because they have trade winds that come across. So it is generally windy, but that wind makes for some really fun things that you can do as well, because that is a leading place for you to learn how to do windsurfing.
That would be fun.
I think windsurfing would be a lot of fun.
Be a blast. My luck, though, it carried me up about 100 feet in the air and then go.
Well, and the great thing is over at Malmock Beach, which is the most popular place to learn to windsurf, you can windsurf for a little bit, then you can lay out on the beach and get those rays and have a really good time, and then go back to your resort. Let's
be honest. I'll go windsurfing. I won't be laying out on the beach. I'll be laying on the beach going...
He's not wrong.
We're going, I can't believe I went that high in the air.
Now, another reason why I think Aruba is becoming really popular and why I recommend it as much as I do is English and Spanish are widely spoken by the locals. The native language or the primary language is Dutch and Papiamento, but pretty much everybody there speaks 4 languages, which is incredible to me. I think it's amazing that somebody can keep 4 languages in their heads. Oh, yay, I'm excited too, Amy. I can't wait. So it's very exciting because you're not going to have a language barrier there like you would. Is it better to go all-inclusive? We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes because it depends on what you're wanting to do. And part of the reason why I'm kind of like, it really depends is because of the exchange rate. Now, Aruba uses what is called the Aruban florin, and the current exchange rate as of today, because I looked it up right before we went live, is it's $1.77 or 1.77 florin per US dollar. So a lot of times what they'll do is that you estimate 2 to 1. So your dollars really go a long way. Now, I will say if you are going and you're planning on doing like your own grocery shopping and doing some cooking and stuff while you're there because you're doing an extended stay or you have dietary restrictions and stuff, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to do that because they have a lot of agriculture, but they're such a small island. A lot of their stuff has to be imported in, including their foods. And so groceries become expensive. Yeah. Now, that being said, dining out is actually cheaper than it is here in the States. And it can be about 12% cheaper than what you would normally see in in the States. So that's something to think about. And also, they have such a low crime rate there as compared to most major U.S. cities and such. And the locals are so friendly. There's no reason really to have to stay on resort, which is why all-inclusives are so popular in, say, for instance, Mexico or Dominican Republic. People feel more comfortable staying there because you're going to be guaranteed to speak to people that can speak your language and such.
Yeah.
You don't have that in Aruba.
Yeah.
So you're going to end up going and exploring and doing things and eating food off of your property that you're staying at anyway. So it really depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
If your alcohol intake in the food and stuff that you're planning on having is going to be high, and you're planning on doing a lot of time spending on the like by the pool or at a pool bar or laying out on the beach and stuff for your entire vacation, all-inclusive may be the way to go.
Yeah, it would definitely.
If you're planning on going all over the island and doing excursions and experiencing the locals, then it's not going to be worth it for you.
Well, the way I look at an all-inclusive basically is a place for you to be able just to go and kick your feet up and just stay right there, you know?
Hi, Chris. He's on here too.
Ah, hey. Sorry, I didn't catch that one. But it's a place to go kick your feet up and just relax and just hang out. Now, if you're not in an all-inclusive and you're staying just on the island and you're wanting to do like what Megan just said, touring the island and doing all kinds of things and stuff,
mm-hmm.
an all-inclusive may not be what you want. I mean,
Right.
It's just, to me, I like both, because if I'm going to a new place, I want to be able to explore it. I want to be able to say, okay, I went to Aruba. Because when you get back, everybody's going, hey, what'd you think of Aruba? Well, I don't know. I didn't leave the resort.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get to experience it. You need to go and see what the island is about. See the culture, see the lifestyle and stuff. And to me, I think I would rather do that a couple times and then go back. And then if I love it there, I go down and just kick my feet up at an all-inclusive and just
mm-hmm.
relax and eat and drink and be merry, So.
I think that's great. And I agree. So, and it's really going to be on what you expect out of your vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to force my thoughts or opinions onto you as far as what I think you should do. Computer, phone, and TV, too much Megan and Scott. There's never too much of us. What are you talking about?
Thomas, hi. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hey, Vinny, it's good to see that you're on Facebook with us. It's good to see you again, buddy. We need to get together some night.
Gotta go. It's 1:30 a.m. here. Catch up with you soon. Lovely to see you both live. Take care. Thank you so much for joining us, Southern Girl. You have a wonderful evening and get some sleep. So thank you for joining us for a little bit.
And don't tell us what happens because we want to be surprised. Since you're already starting.
That's a terrible joke.
I know.
Oh, all right. You're not allowed to talk to him.
All
That's
right.
a bad joke.
Thanks, Southern Girl, for joining us.
Oh my. So other things that you can do in Aruba. I mean, they're very well known for their local art scene, and culture scenes, and such like that. She's dying laughing. Of course she is. So. Now, can you walk places, taxis, or golf carts? So you can definitely walk to some places. It depends on where you're located as to what you can walk to.
Mm-hmm.
They do also offer some taxi services,
mm-hmm.
and it's very reasonable to rent a vehicle and drive around yourself as well. Now, I would recommend if you're going to be going out into the EPCOT National Park, especially for your first time, go ahead and pay for the Jeep service and have somebody drive you out there. Just because it's very different from what we're used to in the Northeast. If you're in the Midwest, maybe you're very comfortable with that because basically it's a desert on that side of the island.
Yep.
You've got the giant cacti, and then, of course, over there you also have the Fontaine Caves, and then the natural pool. The natural pool can be a little bit hard to get to if you aren't familiar with the area. You can only walk to it, take 4x4s, or take horses. So it's a very rocky and somewhat treacherous terrain.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say do one of those. They also have some golf carts, but those aren't as widely used because the roads aren't as good. Like in resort areas and stuff, sure, you probably could get one. But if you're planning on going out a little bit more into the locals areas and stuff, then you're going to want an actual vehicle.
Yeah. Yep.
So let me see here. Oh, the other thing that's really popular about Aruba is it is safe drinking water.
Yes.
So like when you're in Mexico, you're always doing bottled water, like to brush your teeth and everything. So plan excursions with me or there. I can do them for you. They are a little bit limited this far out. We can definitely look at those about 4 to 6 months out, see what's starting to pop up and what's available and get those booked for you then. So lots of options. The Jeep tour is one of them that I can definitely get for you. It'll take you out that way.
Every time I take a drink out of this, there's water laying on the top of the cup, and it just like it swear just I'm waiting for it to go.
So yes, Amy, I can definitely help you take care of the excursions. And if there's one that we find that I can't necessarily do, I'll reach out to them and I'll make sure I get it taken care of for you. So no worries. Let me see.
I just realized these glasses with my eyebrows going up, it makes me look evil. Oh my God, I'm turning into my mother.
Oh, you are a little evil. Another thing that Aruba is very well known for is not just their desert landscape, but also their snorkeling and their scuba diving.
Yes.
So if you're interested in scuba diving, they have a great dive over the SS Antia, and highly recommend that. It's very clear, it's very blue, lots of wildlife and such that is here. So it's probably not going to be like for a novice diver. It's going to be more for an intermediate or advanced divers and such, depending on how many hours and how comfortable you are.
Yeah.
Just because of top weather conditions and such. But definitely a good place to go check out if you like to scuba dive or if you like to snorkel.
If you're interested in getting certified to become a scuba diver,
I know just the guy.
Yep, we know just the person to talk to. So you'd have to get on contact with us so that we can let you know who to talk to.
Yep.
So.
And they're right here in Pittsburgh, and they are fantastic.
Yes,
so
they are.
Definitely we'll get you guys set up. That way you guys can almost immediately start on your full-time scuba diving and stuff rather than having to take all the lessons and such before you get out there and waste half your vacation.
Yep.
So we do have a train coming by, so bear with me for just a second. I'm taking another drink.
Okay, good. Okay, she's
sorry
trying to swallow. Can you read up on your phone there?
That's the can you walk places and such.
On over. Look higher.
Oh, Robert is on here. Thank you. I'm not tall enough, Robert. I need to get my phone books out like what I used to do for my boys. So
we're going to have to configure this a little bit different, make things a little more.
We're going to have to be able to read off of that because we're finding from here that comments and stuff aren't really there. And also we can't see who is coming in to say hello to us.
I know, right?
So we apologize for that. We're going to figure this out though, I promise.
We're getting better every time we do it.
We're trying. Another thing that you can do, which I find absolutely hilarious, because one of my dear friends is terrified of birds. And her then boyfriend, now husband, and the couple that they went with thought that it would be a good idea to take her to an emu farm because emus are a big thing in Aruba.
Yeah.
But why they thought this was a good idea, she's terrified of birds, I have no idea. I mean, she's short anyway. She's like 5'2". So she's got these giant birds that are staring down at her and stuff, and she's convinced that they're going to eat her alive. And they're like, well, they can't fly, so we figured you'd be okay. So if you do want to check that out, there's actually some very cool emu farms talking about different things and such there. So check that out as well.
Yep.
And then Another thing that you can do, you can skydive at Aruba.
Can you really?
Yes.
Wow.
And then there's also golf courses. So
is there any zip lining?
I did not find zip lining, but that doesn't mean that they aren't there. It's one of the resorts.
Yeah.
Another thing that is really popular that you can do is you can go to Flamingo Beach. And if anybody was following my Instagram, you saw photos of the gorgeous pink flamingos on the white sand beach. And that is actually at the Renaissance Island, which is owned by the Renaissance Hotel. Now, there's two ways for you to be able to get over there. You can either stay at the Renaissance Hotel and then you're guaranteed your admission in, or you can pay for a day pass provided on availability and go over and experience Flamingo Beach.
So it's just a whole beach just full of flamingos. That would be.
They live right there on the beach. Yeah, it's really cool.
That would be awesome. So, that would be really cool. And why are they pink, everyone? Do we know?
I know, but I'm not allowed to say.
Let's see if comment and see if everybody knows.
So, another thing that I wanted to talk about. So another reason why Aruba is becoming so popular for people to be able to come and enjoy is it is very easy for people to get back into the United States. And the reason why is because you actually go through U.S. Customs in the Aruba airport. And so it kind of helps, like most people, when I have them coming into the country from, say, Mexico or Punta Cana or over in Europe, I have them do at least a 3-hour layover, because once you land in the States, then you have to go through border control and customs, have everything checked off, and then you have to find your gate to get to your next plane. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about that when you are flying from Aruba, because they already do all of your customs and everything there. And then, so that will lessen your travel time because you've already done it. Now, same standard issues. They recommend that you arrive to the airport 3 hours prior to give you time to go through everything and get on your plane and make sure all your bags are checked and everything. So it's still standard 3 hours before you get to the Aruba airport. But then if you wanted to do like an hour, hour and a half layover at your next destination before flying home, I'm much more comfortable doing that for people because I know that they're already through their customs and everything. Mm-hmm. So
Amy had a question.
Do you just do hotels, or would a condo be a good idea? Actually, my family that went last fall did rent a condo, hotel condo. Kind of a combination. So it really just depends on what's available. And yes, I can definitely do the condos for you. Yeah. So it was actually, wish I remembered what the name of the hotel was exactly, but it was a hotel that had condos within it. It was a partnership. Mm-hmm. So definitely can do that for you. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about, because apparently I'm losing my voice, and so I'm going to have to wrap this up, is okay, I answered it. Sorry, I saw you posted it twice and I was like, wait, what? I want to talk about my two favorite places that I always send to people if they're the least bit interested in going to Aruba.
Yep.
The first one is going to be the adult all-inclusive Rio Palace Antilles. Now, there are two Rio Palaces that are in Aruba. They're side by side, they're sister properties, and the Antilles can share the Rio Palace's stuff, but the Rio Palace people can't always share the Antilles. And the reason being is one is family friendly, one is adult only. Obviously, you can't really bring your kids over into the adult only section of the resort, because then it wouldn't be adult only anymore.
Well, why not? I wonder why.
I tell you what, having kids, I could totally understand why people are like, no, I don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't want to deal with it some days.
Come on, yeah. If I'm on vacation without my kids, I don't want to be around other kids. So I want to be. Mm-hmm.
So I absolutely love this resort. They have one of the most beautiful pool areas and pool bars. plenty of restaurants that are really unique and fun, very modern and gorgeous rooms with the rainfall showers and the big plunge tubs. I'm just like, oh, so amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely highly recommend that particular resort. It is on the pricey side because it's all inclusive. It is adult only, and you are paying for all of that.
Yep.
So definitely, it may price out of people's price ranges, but if they can afford it, they're going to enjoy it. I'm taking notes. Don't worry, Amy. We will definitely talk about everything again. So if you forget something, we're good to go.
Yeah, no worry about that.
And then the other place that I really like is the Aruba Ocean Villas. And I actually just recently discovered this location. It is a boutique hotel, if you can even consider it a hotel, because they're all separate villas. And 4 of them, I'm wanting to say, of the 10 that they have on the property is on the water. And it is the only place that you can get an overwater bungalow in Aruba. So, and one of them is, it is so beautiful. Now, you're going to pay for it, and it's not all inclusive. And then they also have ones that are literally on the beach. So you step out and you're basically in the surf. So even though they're not technically over the water, they are still just as beautiful and semi-private, and you can snorkel right from there. They give you snorkel equipment when you arrive, and they encourage you to take your snorkel equipment with you as you explore the island as well. So that's one thing you don't have to pack in your bags.
That's cool.
When you go. And then they also have a Hemingway-inspired restaurant that is on site. Now, obviously, things are a la carte, but they have an amazing seafood selection. Certified Angus beef, top sirloin, and ribeye is something that is currently on their menu. Obviously, by the time you book and you go and you check it out, whether you're staying there or not, you should be able to go and experience the restaurant, because it's not technically like just for resort guests. Definitely well worth checking that one out. So,
I'm sorry, I'm just amused by my eyebrows. It's ooh,
and then bonus thing, just because if you are planning on going and the Flamingos is the reason why you're wanting to go, just like going to Eczema in the Bahamas, the reason why you're going there to that Sandals Resort is because you're swimming with the pigs.
Yeah.
Like if that is the reason why you're going, that bucket list item, you're going to want to stay at the Renaissance. And it's a beautiful hotel as well. Absolutely gorgeous. You're going to be on the beach. So it's really beautiful. You've got that private island access with the catamaran that takes you across and back. So that's another one that I do recommend to people when I know that that's something that they are interested in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Who would ever thought of swimming with pigs? You know, I mean, we grew up.
I think they're so stinking cute, though. They're nothing like the ones I grew up with.
Yeah, they're cute, but I mean, where we grew up, I mean, you never thought about swimming with a pig. I mean, you stayed away from the pig because the pig was always in the slop and the mud and everything else. And if you got into where he was, you weren't very happy about it. So
no. Parasailing, yes, you can definitely do parasailing as well.
Yep.
I actually had my clients that went in this fall. Some of them did. Everybody signed up for it, but 2 of them chickened out. So, but the video that they got off of that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, I can tell you that.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing.
It is.
I want to do it again.
Yeah,
we did it years ago at Chickadee, Virginia, when the boys were little.
Yeah.
And what was scary about that, I think Noah was like 7, which would have made JT 9. Chris was a teenager. Chris actually went up with a friend of ours, and they were about the same weight, so they were side by side. Hello, Scott. Watching Scott look at himself. I'm telling you, it's like his own personal mirror. He's like, ooh, fun stuff.
Hey, this is what I did. I'm an only child, man. My friend was the mirror, you know.
That's so sad.
It is. Between the trees and the mirrors, you know, that's the only kids, you know, friends I had, you know.
All right, let me get back to the parasailing
story.
I don't care about your sad sob story. I want to talk about parasailing.
All right, get back to it anyway.
So I ended up going, I think You went up with JT and
I had Noah.
You had Noah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went up with JT. And the problem is when you parasail is they set you up in this harness and they tell you to sit back because you're basically sitting on one nylon piece and you want that like more on your thighs than like on your butt. And you don't want to lean forward because then you're putting all that pressure in the front.
Yeah.
Guess what all three boys didn't listen on and then got stuck for the like 30 to 45 minutes while they were up in the air.
Well, while I was up with Noah, other than having wedgie from hell.
So just forewarning anybody that's watching this, like make sure that you listen when they tell you how to parasail with the harness.
Noah moved, and I mean he couldn't fall. There was no way he could fall. No. But I noticed he kind of like slunk down a little bit, and like parent mode just went out. I was like, oh my God. I'm grabbing a hold of him, holding on to him. And I think I was trying to take photos and stuff at the time. Yeah, because we got photos from up there.
We have some photos. It was before the GoPro craze.
Yeah.
I think there were a few that were out in production, but they weren't well known yet.
Yeah, I wish we would have had them because we would have had some excellent video footage from up there. But guys, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you just, like Megan just said, you really need to listen to what the instructors tell you to do. And as long as you do it, you're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
If not,
and the other thing is, if they give you a difference, like we were given an option of 400 feet or 800 feet. And because of the number of us going and everything, we just took the discount and we did the 400 feet. But they had to take 2 boats out because our party was so big. The group of us that went. And there's a piggy. Yep. So they ended up taking us up the extra. And so we end up all of us doing 800 feet instead. And you might as well do it.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell the difference between 400 and 800.
No. If you're going to do it, don't stop at 400. Go to the 800 feet because it is totally worth it. I mean,
it's beautiful up there.
You don't even hear the boat.
You don't hear anything. It is the most calm and tranquil thing that you could ever do. You
hear the wind blowing past you, and you just hear the sail above you, and it's just, God, it was so great. I loved it. But I'm ready to go do it again. Might be this summer.
Maybe. Got to find a place we can do it.
I know of a place.
Oh. Yeah, because the guy doesn't do it at Chickateague anymore, unfortunately.
It's near. It's really near us.
Ooh, so that's fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about with Aruba this evening. Obviously, I barely scratched the surface. There are so many things to do, so many things to see between the culture, the history, the people, the food. There's tons of things for you to do. And it's going to be a 70 square mile compact little place. It'll have you coming back for more every year if you give it that opportunity. Yep. So
it's double the size of Disney World. Pretty close.
Yep, because Disney is about 40 square miles.
Yep.
So wrap your brain around that.
Yep.
So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that everyone found it informative. If you did like this, again, make sure that you're following us on Facebook and Instagram. I put up a lot of current things on our Instagram stories whenever we're out and about doing things.
Yep.
On our YouTube channel, I try to get something out about once a week. Expect at some point later this week our port of entry video, which is my absolute favorite land in Universal Orlando Resort.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully I will have that out by Wednesday or Thursday for everyone to check out. I'm very excited about that one. And make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and you have that bell notification bell hit so that you do know when that new video uploads for you.
Yeah, sorry about the dog. She just
she's
up.
Insane.
So,
we swear she's trying to fly away and she just hasn't figured out how to do it yet.
Yeah. But,
the feet lift off the ground every now and then.
Yeah, they do. But anyway, guys, thank you everybody on Facebook who joined us tonight. Thank you everybody on YouTube who joined us tonight. And Southern Girl, we do appreciate all your comments. Walter and Jenny, thank you for the very great comments. Let's see who else. Chris Snyder, our son, was on there. Yeah. My mom and dad was on there. There's a few other people. So
Thank you so much. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate it. We appreciate all the love and support everybody's giving to us. Like I said before, don't forget to tell all your friends and family about Plum Crazy Adventures. And if you got any vacation plans that you want us to help you with, we'd be glad to give, sit and talk with you guys. Just get a hold of us. You can do it through the YouTube channel. You can do it through the Facebook channel. You can also email us at Megan@PlumCrazyAdventures or Scott@PlumCrazyAdventures.com. Sorry, I forgot about the .com. And you can always call us too at that wonderful number
724-617-2722.
So with all that being said, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys next Monday night at 8 p.m. Same place, same station. And as always, are you guys ready for your next Plum Crazy adventure?
Because we're ready to get you there.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Talk to you then. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.